Hey guys, today I'm gonna teach you guys how to build a castle. First, you gotta learn how to build the walls. The walls you can make it as thick as you want. As long as you make it perfect with the height and the big or well the length and stuff of your castle. Just make it look good at details, but like mine here. But I'll tell that later how to detail extra. But you first gotta learn how to build the towers, how to add detail on top, how to make the walls, how to make the entrance, and how to light it up, how to make windows and stuff. So yeah, right now my castle is pretty like small. So but first I'm gonna teach you how to make the cylinders or well the brick thingy on it right there. You choose a block of your choice. For now, it's going to be a stone. Make it as tall as you want. Just make it not too tall. For me right now, I'm making it a 10, but you can also make it taller. And then you can make it how big or wide as you want. For me, I'm going to go with 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to build the rest of the walls by making this outline and then filling the rest up. So, but you can just fill it up, but I'll use commands so it would just be faster. Yeah, but first you gotta build this, and then now you gotta build the top thingies like this texture. So yeah, you can do anything you want. Just build like that one, make it good and stuff. Just have a little bit detail. Or you can also make it like this if you want. But I'll just use this. Try to copy it on both sides or well 2 sides and then make the others like have something else you can, but I prefer make it like one thing on 4 sides so it just looks like you actually like did it correctly and not like wonky. So yeah, now you can put any blocks between these or just put walls if you want to. Just fill in like the gap so you cannot like fall or well, harder to fall. But when you got this down, you can put a wall. So yeah, stone wall. It's about how tall your pillar or outpost is. Then you can just extend the wall, like make it like bigger and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty. So yeah, that's how much I'm gonna make it big. So yeah, that's how much I'm gonna make it big. But like you can also add some details where you use slabs, stairs, or blocks on it. But for now, I'm just gonna use like some stairs here. I mean some slabs. We'll make the door later, but now you just have to do that thing, but on the same thing on here. So you can just make the outline first, fill in the outlines, and then just copy this everywhere, like to the top. Yeah, so yeah, and then you just have to copy the stone thingy design, the stairs or detail on top to the other wall. Try to not like change it or anything. Just use it to like detail the walls. Try to make it like the same thing. Don't change it so it will look better. Like more of like one piece of building. So it doesn't look like some like two different buildings in one. So yeah, now that's how you're gonna do it. But now you're gonna need some stairs or well anything actually. Some stairs or maybe some fences of any kind. A lantern or a torch would be good. A torch you just have to put on the wall. But for a lantern, you have to stick the fence right here. I recommend 2 blocks to 3 blocks right here. So it like hangs and have like a little bit gap. But I recommend 3 blocks is the most. But yeah, this is how you make it good. But now if you want to make more detail on the thingy, You can add slabs on top just to make it like it has more support. And you can also use just dig this out right here. Then dig the top one and then put in some stairs. If your castle is small, you just have to like lower the walls to like this height. But it would look too small, so yeah, I'll just go with this height. And just stick a lantern here. You can also extend it by like just putting a wall right here. And like some slabs and stuff. Slabs and blocks. But yeah, by the way, don't like use the same blocks. I'm not using the same block because it doesn't have that variant. But I'm using stone just to like showcase. So yeah, that's how you're gonna make that the entrance design. But by the way, copy it on both sides if you have space, so it looks the same on both sides. Yeah, so this is how you're gonna build that. But you can also make the floors and stuff. If you want to make it more like a medieval style, you can also put leaves. I recommend jungle leaves or oak leaves with spruce leaves together. Jungle leaves. You can also put. Wait, by the way, there's also a uh this thing, the vines, that you can also place to make it look more old and stuff. Right there, and like make it look more old. Yeah, like that. And over here, you can also put some too. You can relevantly, I'll recommend 3 to 2 blocks of like the line of the builds and stuff. If it's too plain for you or plain, you can just add some leaves and then some vines. The jungle leaf, I mean, yeah, the spruce leaves and oak leaves, you can like put it if you want more color on your like builds. Wait, let me just if you want more color to your builds, you can just use a you can just use spruce leaves or oak leaves to place on the wall, but you can place any leaves first and then we can just change it later. But yeah, just place the leaves down as like a picture in your mind so you can like see what you're trying to build, and then replace some of them with spruce leaves or any leaf of your that you want basically. So yeah, with this, it would just have more color in your leaves thingy. But like, if you like use this, it's one color and looks very old. But this one, it looks like not too overgrown. Looks like it has more color. You can also put this on the walls. But on the walls, I only recommend like the vines mostly. But you can also still put some leaves here, just to make it like have more life and stuff. You can also put leaves here, you know, just like the touch of greenery. So yeah, you can also put it on the other side, just to make it like have colors on both sides. Try to make it random as possible, but not too thick. And don't make your castle over detailed, or else it will look like too ugly. But yeah, this is the minimal for like a abandoned castle. But if you don't want it abandoned and just like want the touch of the leaves, put less leaves on the walls and stuff, and also the pillars and stuff. I recommend you put a roof for like if you want a big outpost design. But yeah, now you just have to copy this on the walls, put the same walls length here. But if you want to make it have more like designs too, pretend this is the wall on the side. Like pretend this is the wall on the side of the castle. You can also put like you can put like a stick out of a castle coming out a little bit. So yeah, you can just like put a like maybe it's an armory or well a storage room or food room. So like place it up 5 blocks, or how much your building is like big. How big is your building? So yeah, that's how you're gonna make it like look better. Just to, like have more like room and stuff. If you're making it for survival, it will have more room in here. to have your place like this, and then you just have to extend it upwards about 3 to 4 blocks, and put like spruce logs on like the sides here. Well, you can also use strip logs. You can place it inside this, or you can place it outside for more depth and stuff like that. Like this. Just to make it have more depth and stuff. Just to make it have more detail. You can also extend it to 5 blocks. But if it's small, like my design thingy right now, I recommend 4 blocks, and like just put in like the logs in the middles and stuff. You can also add more designs like iron bars as windows instead of glass, and like some spruce stairs. And if you like wanna make it more curved, use trapdoors too, just to make it like more curved now. But if you like minimal curve, just use this. But if you want to use a lantern, I recommend 3 blocks wide. Well, like this. But if it's 3 blocks wide, you don't need the top trapdoors, and just put the lantern in the middle. So yeah, now you just have to put the thingies right here. So yeah, add a roof, by the way. You must add a roof to make it look good. But I usually use deep slate tiles for most of my builds. But I also recommend like putting blocks in here. Just for like when you have like open space, you don't cover it with the same blocks to make it ugly. You just have to put have some more like of your build like here, like this, so it like actually covers your thing. But you're just gonna need a like this all over the like roof. You don't need to fill in the roof. Just go fill in it with slabs on like in the room. But for the outside, yeah, you don't need to like actually fill in it. You can just place torches inside instead. So yeah, this is how you actually like build an extra part of your, mountain, your castle. Yeah, by the way, you can put leaves, iron bars, and some. By the way, every time you put like glass, you can also make it like glass, or well, anything for a window. You can also make a design of a stair right here, like some leaves. If this is for a house, of course. This is not for a house. This is for a castle. So yeah, if it's like this, you just have to place 1 if you want, but it will look uneven. But 2, yeah, it's better. But if you don't like it on the sides, you don't need to place it in if you want. If you just want the leaves only, yeah, like this. If you have space, I recommend putting lanterns, because if you do this in survival and make it a base, it won't like mobs won't spawn. But if it's like this, where it's like even, don't put lanterns, just put it on the front. But yeah, mine is pretty like weird, because one half of this is even, the other half is not. Well, I think the other side is even. I mean, this side is even because I didn't put any logs over here. I think, yeah. If I put it here, it would be uneven. So it would be odd. So yeah, you cannot put lanterns there. You can put it on the sides, but it will cost more to like make it look good. It will cost more. And if you don't want a lantern here, you can always place it on top if like your thing is like actually full block. So yeah, that's how you make a castle. A little bit of tutorial how to teach you how to make a castle in Minecraft Java Edition. You can also do this on Bedrock if you want. So yeah, bye bye now. Bye bye.